It's Week 10 of the National Football League. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields, your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Bears and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pick up, 9 yards on first down. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction. And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Now it's Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. From the 24, Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one. Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss. Wilson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Now Fields. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Back to throw, Fields. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. First carry now for David Montgomery. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 35. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Montgomery trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Same connection, Dulcich once again.
Complete to Greg Dulcich. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Wilson will throw again.
31-yard line.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for Broncos 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich.
Complete to Greg Dulcich. 8 yards on the pickup.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson.
At their 49-yard line.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On third down, here's Williams. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson. Man open left side. It's Williams. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that drive was going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
The Bears take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 24. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well, because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles, but what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big yardage.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Fields. Over the middle, caught by Mims. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now it's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? On 2nd and a couple, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run it again with Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and throw it his way. What a big-time play right there. Both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
That was well done to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down Bears.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now Montgomery running right. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Fields now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 67 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think, coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
On 2nd down, Williams. And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On first down, Wilson. Try to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At the 20. Off play action, Fields. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Chicago! Irv Smith Jr., an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
A give to Williams, running right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Wilson. Complete to Washington. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now a a throw here to his running back. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Bengals who were able to come away with the road victory. Joe Mixon, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Jared Goff leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw again on second down. Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain brings up second.
To the air again, Fields.
34-yard line.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Number 6. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he will have the Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the 35 on second down, Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. No points. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Draymond Jones. Give him the credit. To try again after the sack. Fields. Flush to his right. And he will slide down with a good gain. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll air this one out for Mims, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, nice move. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Fields throw there taken in by Smith. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
On third down they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Fields.
Smith catches left side. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Fields toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Montgomery back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Montgomery fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And the Broncos first down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's going to have another first. it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They go back to the ground with Williams. 2 yards. Now Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Buying time to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Williams. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Fields.
And that is incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
Set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They begin the drive with Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Off the option, here's Williams.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce him, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16.
Back to Montgomery on second down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Third down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded just inside the 20. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 24. Here's Wilson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice first down. Now Wilson on first down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Wilson finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. On first down, Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Throwing again here. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patrick. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 16-yard line.
On second down, Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich from 4 yards out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns in there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Onto the field now come the Bears.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Montgomery running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.